calling me, texting me. She wants to be my baby. She keeps calling me, texting me. She wants to be my girl. She keeps calling me and texting me. She keeps calling me and texting me.
Okay, you calling and texting me, and I wonder why. I have a woman at home, so ain't no need to lie. But you ain't tripping on that, cause you just wanna ride. Like I'ma pick you up and leave her on the side.
Thanks for tuning in to One Lafayette Radio Music Station podcast. We are so excited to be airing our very first podcast episode today. Representing the 337, the Flatlands of Lafayette, Louisiana, it's your girls, Lay Marie
and Daisha Nicole.
Today, highlights are the importance of power of choice and what intuition means to you. 337, what's trending with Daisha Nicole, quote of the day, the book of the day, social post of the day, social hustlers of the week. So stay tuned for that. How you doing today, Daisha?
Girl, I'm good, girl.
Girl, I am super good. This is a passion of mine being realized as we speak in this moment. I am too lit.
Well, before we jump into today's topic, if you like the song that opened the show titled She Keeps Calling Me, off of the 725, the introduction, We Are One album, by one of Lafayette's own music producers, King James, be sure to get it off of Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, and Google Play. This album features 27 songs from various artists from the Lafayette area, so be sure to support it. A like, a comment, a stream, a share goes a long way. You can also follow him at Strategic Peoples on Instagram and Facebook, available on all major online stores tomorrow, July 25th, 2018. Please leave us your feedback in the comment section about your take on the music. Today's topic is the importance of choice and what intuition means to you. I want to talk about the pros and cons and not listening to your intuition. Elena, what's your take on that?
Well, first off, I want to talk about the pros of listening to your intuition. I believe that whenever you listen to your intuition, which is your higher self, your guidance system, think of it as a navigational system that you were born with. That navigational system is supposed to be there to navigate, to guide you, and to help you make the right choices for your life. By listening to your intuition, I do believe that your intuition will guide you to help you figure out what is your ultimate purpose in life. I believe if you go against that intuition, you will end up doing something that you probably hate doing, and basically living a false perception of who you're really supposed to be. For me, whenever, let's say, for example, you're in a crowded room and there's a bunch of people and you feel a bad vibe. Mm-hmm. That is your intuition telling you you need to get the hell out of that room.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to want to stay there. Mm-hmm. But if it's a good vibe on the flip side, you're going to stay there. You're going to mingle. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to have a good time. So that's your intuition telling you, hey, this is where you need to be for this moment. If you have a conflicting emotion, I believe that's your intuition telling you, hey, take a pause. We don't need to do this right now. Not saying that you don't need to do it at all. Just not right now. Maybe think about that decision a little while longer. Don't act on it. So that's my pros and cons and my takeaway on intuition. It's going to ultimately drive you to be your better self. And with that, the power of choice stimulates from your intuition because if you listen to it, you're going to make better choices. If you don't listen to it, your choices are not going to be so great. So the key to living your ultimate self, I believe, is listening to your intuition.
Right.
You got any takeaways you want to say about that?
I think I have one funny thing. Not really funny, but it was kind of funny to me because I was a little extra. One day, I got stopped by the cops. If you know me, child, you know I be speed racing. I'll be paying attention. I be playing on my phone, passing up red lights. I just do a lot when I'm driving. Mm-hmm. Well, the cop got me, and when that cop pulled me over, I was in tears, child. I had just paid a ticket for $300-something. Girl, that cop got me. I was shaking. I was crying. I was damn near begging the officer, please don't write me this ticket.
Yeah,
I was devastated. I was so extra. After the cop left, I stayed in the parking lot for like forever. And I got on the phone and I called my mama. I was like, Mom, I got a ticket. I got another ticket. She's like, Daisha. She said, I knew it. I knew something was wrong. I was like, what you mean? She said, girl, a pain just hit my stomach. I was like, Mom, are you serious? She was like, yes, a pain just hit my stomach. I knew something was wrong. I said, she loved me.
Yeah.
She could have felt it. Her jaw was hurt. That was her intuition.
Yes, I can attest to that because y'all know, Shamar had his car, whatever. Just started driving last year, girl. Had his car maybe for 2 months. Yeah, came back. He was like, I'm about to go to Dick's Sporting Goods, me and a couple of friends or whatever. I wasn't home. Mm-hmm. So I had just got this gut feeling. I called Broderick. I said, babe, is Shamar home? It was raining that day. He's like, no, Shamar left. I said, man, I said to myself, I didn't even tell it to him. I was just like, man, something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. I didn't want to speak it into existence, but I couldn't shake that feeling.
Right.
So, girl, when I get home, he looking at me, Shamar looking at me like, Broderick, like, tell your mama what happened. I'm like, oh, Lord. At this point in time, I didn't even realize, the car was wrecked because he didn't run into anybody.
Right.
He damaged the car himself in the parking lot.
Oh, Lord.
Girl went over a doggone, one of those Zavadas in the parking lot. Mm-hmm, ran over that, totaled the car, airbags came out, all this, that, and the third. So when he came, I was like, well, what happened? So when they explained it to me, I was like, I just knew something was going to happen. Like, I was just worried about him in that moment, but I knew something was going to happen. So again, that was that intuition alerting me of something to be aware of it.
Right.
So I think that if people just pay attention to that a little bit more,
that gut,
your gut will never steer you wrong.
Right.
And we're born with that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like,
especially women.
Yeah.
Y'all men don't be knowing.
They don't be knowing like we be knowing. And I feel like, throughout life, you wind up suppressing that and not pay attention to that through programming.
Right.
Whether it's television programming, school, they tell you how you should deal with life. Mm-hmm. And if, like I said, think of it, when a baby fresh out the womb, you throw that baby in a pool of water and they know how to swim. Mm-hmm. How do they know that? Mm-hmm. They're born with that. They're equipped with the skills and the knowledge to know, hey, I need to hold my breath and swim. Mm-hmm. But like I said, throughout us growing up, society beats it out of you. Right. Beats it out of you. And then now, you need to go to therapy. That's not putting therapy down, but I'm just saying.
Therapy is good,
right?
Honey.
We are equipped with everything we need in our life. That's my belief.
Right.
Yep. Well, I hope you enjoyed that segment of our topic for the day. Up next, we have 337 What's Trending with Daisha Nicole. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick music break off the SP King James 725 album. Keep pushing. Stay tuned.
24/7, 365. We gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing. Come on, come on. 24/7, 365. We gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing. Come on, come on.
Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaking in the door. King James, SMG. These niggas wouldn't fuck me. Now I'm jamming in these streets, pumping out these beats. Lafayette, homegrown in Macomb, nigga. These ain't the projects where I'm from, nigga. I ain't tripping. It's all about the FLET. Hub City, Lafayette. It's time to set it straight. Let's keep pushing.
Let's keep pushing. Like crack rocks on the block. Like a million people jam-packed, it won't stop. Never quit and keep money on your brain. Keep it as if it's candy that just dripping left a stain. But don't ever forget from where you come from. Cause who you with now should be with you and where you come from. Never change up or keep your circle small. 24/7, that's a must that I keep pushing, dawg. Yeah.
24/7, 365. We gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing. Come on, come on. 24/7, 365. We gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing. Come on, come on.
SMG, we
It's pushing. We got the crowd looking, now we got the crowd pushing. And if the crowd pushing, then we gon' push the issue. And we gon' push the issue till you get the full picture. Don't take much, baby boy, to get the picture. It don't take much, baby boy, just listen. Trying to get my point across, no tripping. Trying to get my point across, no set tripping. Just keep pushing.
365, baby boy, keep pushing. I was money in the world, nigga, we took. Ain't no stopping us when we coming through. SMG in the building, cooking money stew. Yeah, money stew, that's what I said. Man, we hustle legit, that means no feds. Can't take a break, cause we on the mission. You got a negative vibe, my nigga, just keep pushing.
Yeah, like a hustler on I-10, holding 50 things in his trunk while he riding 24/7 like ShopRite. SMG got the block hype, bucket all the time right. Keep growing while the money keep flowing like the trees in my mama bed. Yo, we keep growing, we shine and it's showing. Them haters keep looking, well fuck them. Do your thing around and keep pushing.
24/7, 365. We gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing. Come on, come on. 24/7, 365. We gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing. Come on, come on.
Me and you, girl, do you like my world? 365 love, girl, you like my dove. Me and you, girl, you like my world. 365 love, girl, you like my dove. Yeah. Me and you, girl, you like my world. 365 love, girl, you like my world. Me and you, girl, do you like my world? 365 love, girl, you like my dove. Yeah. Yeah.
Evacuation successful.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the cut off of the 725 album. Now it's time for 337 What's Trending with Daisha Nicole.
Today we have social post of the day comes from Aurora Dugas. Too many men twerking and not enough men working. Ciao.
Speaking, boo.
Ciao.
That is so funny.
We also have Hustlers of the Week. The mail is going to go to my cousin, King James. And why it's going to go to him? Because I believe that he put Lafayette on his back. Mm-hmm. Don't believe me? Follow him on Instagram. That man posts of any and everybody. I'm surprised he ain't got the devil up yet, child. or the ice cream man, girl. Even him could get it. He just be sharing any and everything, but he do it, from his heart, support. He don't have that crab in the bucket mentality. He want to see everybody win. So for me, that he's gonna get the Hustler of the Week.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yay.
And the next one is going to go to Terica Smith. She's a real estate broker, entrepreneur, and author. Be sure to check out her book on Amazon titled Frightened, Scared, and Alone No More. And be sure to follow her on Facebook at Terica Smith. Terica Lynn Smith and Instagram and the Young Female Mogul. Oh, and be sure to follow Strategic Peoples on Instagram. That's King James.
Whoop, whoop. Now, what you see trending in the Lafayette area, Daisha? What's trending in 337?
I think to me, my take on things, I think two things I see that's trending the most, and that is pettiness and entrepreneurs. I see so many people building. I never seen so many young entrepreneurs like I'm seeing today. Mm-hmm. You got women you have women and men out here hustling, man. They got boutiques. They selling hair bundles, child. Shout out to Sulu Doll. We got food trucks, lawn care, truck driving. Shout out Davis Trucking. Designing shirts. Shout out Vanity Gotch. Restaurants, catering, photography, makeup artist. Shout out to Detra. You can follow her on Facebook as well, Detra Celestine. We have models, producers, clothing lines, hairstylists. Oh man, my cousin child. Get with her, Sadie Marks, baby.
She be growing that organic veggies, girl.
She got her tomatoes and cucumbers. That girl even got sunflower seeds, honey. What? We even got for the hairstylist. Brandy Carmouche, girl, she did me a silk press a few times, girl. Really? I thought I was on, child.
Really?
We got sweets for the parties, Candace Carmouche, and those cookies I had from, girl, it's not your average cookie, I think. Lord, that's some good cookies. And last but not least, we got the DJs. My favorite, DJ Smooth. But that's just to name a few. But with all that greatness, the pettiness is at its all-time high. They act as if they're getting an award for that behavior. Mm-hmm. Are they? Did they hand those out at the Southern Teas Award? Did I miss it? I'm confused. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of it is funny and harmless, but a lot of it is hurting others and kicking them while they're down. Right. I don't like that. We've escaped bullying during school. Now it's back in our adult life. I can't take it. I'm too scared to behave in that manner, child. I feel like I'm not exempt from nothing.
Right.
I just don't understand. It's like we're losing a lot of good leaders because they think petty is cool. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be setting trends, positive ones, but they can't because everybody want to be relevant. Everybody want to be accepted. They don't care about the price or how big the sacrifice is. They just want to be liked. Oh, child. Anywho, that's what I see trending in the 337.
Well, that's a lot of trending.
Child.
This is why we want to hear from you. What do you see trending in the city? And who's your social hustlers of the week? Whether it's business, social media, healthy living, fashion, music, culture, or style, lend us your opinion so we can talk about it in our up-and-coming shows. Go to our Instagram page at 1 Lafayette Radio Music Station, and drop us your thoughts under our post title 337 What's Trending.
If your family member or friends has a business doing music or some type of entrepreneurial venture, as long as it's legal, moral, and ethical, let us know so we can show support. I can't stress this enough. Please support. That's the only way a change is going to happen within our community. There's power in numbers.
And if you hate, get off the couch and do something about it. But I may have something to help you out with that. The book of the day is called The Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. This book helped me to be aware of my thoughts and how to think positive. Thinking positive is not always easy, but if you practice it on a daily, it'll become part of your attitude. We all have a little pettiness in us. Sometimes I have to suppress that petty person, Lord. Project B, babe, why? Why? Sometimes I be wanting to do an eye for an eye. But I always try to, go back.
But look, that eye for an eye, sometimes we may have to go back to that. That kept people in order, child.
Girl, I'm telling you, but look, thank the Lord for my husband and this book. And all the prayers my mama prayed for me growing up. Because, Lord, sometimes I tell you, the beast be one to unleash. But with that being said, the quote of the day is, you are the product of your own thoughts. One of my favorite takeaways from a book I'm rereading called The Magic of Thinking Big. Your mind is a thought factory. It's a busy factory producing countless thoughts in one day. Let's chew on that for a moment and really think about it. People don't think about their mind being able to produce. People just think, that's just my brain, my mind, or whatever. But you really, really, really have to take note of what your mind can do, how powerful it is. With that being said, dream big, because dreaming sparks the imagination. Imagination sparks the idea sparks the invention, and the invention becomes reality. That is so true. So true to every aspect of your life. It's been fun, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in to One Lafayette Radio music station and tuning in with our crazy behinds. Like I said, this was our first podcast. We are super excited. Once again, it's your girls, Lane Marie.
And Daisha Nicole.
Don't forget to cop that 725 album available online tomorrow. Closing us out is a song off the SB King James 725 album. You Keep Telling Me. Peace, love, gratitude. One Lafayette. We're out.
What's up? What's up with the games you play? What games? Telling me to call you, I call. I know you ignoring me. I went straight to the answer machine. I mean, be real with me. You ain't gotta lie. You feeling me? You feeling me? We can take it slow if you want. But stop telling me questions.
Little mama, from across the room, been watching you. Let's sip some vodka with a touch of something tropical. And move around, wanna lay your body down. From your head to the ground, hope you got it on your mind. Yeah, we some lovers and friends. On the city lights, baby, hair blowing in the wind. You feeling me, I'm feeling you, baby, tell the truth. What you wanna do, some H time, baby, like the boots. Your mind, body, and soul is so incredible. With you by my side, we could both be on that level. Plus you're hotter than a kettle. Fall from a hell date, got me redder than that devil. Put the pedal to the metal. Mash with my lady friends. Seafood, lobster, and steak, we at Bennigan.